Hello everyone! Welcome back to episode 51 of my Let's Build series. It's so lovely to see you all. Thank you for stopping by. Today we are back in my survival world after that long-awaited episode 50 world tour. And we are going to be doing a little bit of work underwater once again today. So I have some areas around this palace that I would like to spruce up with a bit of color. And in order to do that, I need another farm. Now this was suggested a couple episodes back, and the idea was to build a flower farm. I think we've got a lovely little nook right here. Let me just see. Yes, this will be perfect. So obviously I'm going to block up some of this cave, but this looks like the perfect entrance for that farm. So let me just grab my supplies. I'm going to lay these down right here. Oh, by the way, if you didn't make it to my last live stream, you might notice some differences in here. So we've been kind of terraforming this ravine a little bit, and I think it looks so much better already. Obviously, this is still very unfinished, but I mean, if we just look at it from out here, yeah, that adds quite a lot to this area compared to just the flat dirt. I think it's going to look a lot better once finished. So let me just come in here. I'm going to grab my birch wood and just get started here. So this one's going to be actually on the ground. Now let me remind myself what I did. Yeah, okay, so when it's on the ground, just attach it to the ground like normal. So I'm going to probably do that over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another one right about here. Let me look at that positioning. Yeah, that should be fine. So it's going to block the entrance a little bit, but because we can swim in here, we don't have to walk. I'm not worried about how much it's actually blocking. I think that'll actually be perfect. So now all I've got to do is grab my stairs and slabs and just get these going along here. Once we get these marked in, we'll get a really good idea for the shape. Oh my goodness, I'm placing so many wrong. What the heck? My bad. So I think because I'm doing this one a little bit wider, I'm actually going to curve it in a little sooner before going up. So we'll curve in one normally like that, and then we'll start going up with the blocks. That should help out the shape, but it still might be a little bit on the large side. I will see once we get these last few blocks in. Alright, so there's our shape. Now, do I think that that is too large for us? It is fairly big. You know what? I think it fills out the space nicely, so I'm going to leave it there. We can always change it a little bit later on if I need to. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some of this pink coral and just get this placed all along here. So this is a difference from the other ones. Because the other ones are so tiny, we don't actually have a layer of depth here. But with this one, because it is a little bit larger, we get to have that. So I'm really excited about that. I love layering stuff like this. There we go. Let's bring that across like so, and that'll be our lovely little entrance. Now, I also need some dark oak. I wonder if I have any on me. Oh, I do have a little bit. Okay, I can work with this. I just need another crafting table. There we go. So for a little bit of contrast along here, just going to take my dark oak and lay in a roof. This will really make it look a lot more finished, I hope. I decided I would do a little bit of this building on camera just because we haven't done one of these underwater houses in quite some time. I thought I would refresh all of your memories. They're also really fun to build, so why not? Alright, and finally, up along the top here, we just gotta grab some slabs. And there we go. The roof is in place. Now once that is covered with coral and all of the other fun stuff, that'll look a lot better. Now in here, we're just going to bring down some of this lovely birch. I love the stripped birch. I think it's slowly turning into one of my favorite blocks. That's taken a long time considering how much we use it in this build, but I think it just has so many amazing uses. I'm really loving it. Alright, so that's good. Now let's just dig in here a little bit. I'm going to have to build some gateways so that we can block off some of this water and get a proper room going in here. Let me quickly get to work on this. Alright, there we go. The entrance is all sorted out now. So if I pop in here, we've got this lovely space. I'll block off some of this and we'll build up some walls along here. And I think out here we'll probably do a little bit of like an extra path. I haven't done this with the other ones because they're sort of suspended. We do have that bridge right there, and I want to add more stuff to kind of tie that in. So I think some of this birch wood just sort of leading out here might actually be a nice little touch. I'll just add that in. I think I'll do some slabs right here as well. Do I have any? Oh, I do have a couple. So that'll be perfect. Just like that, just to signify kind of leading into that building there. Or you can go on past it through all of the other farms. All right, now comes one of the most fun parts of all. I get to add in some kelp and some coral to this whole entire area. Let's get some of these lovely ferns out here. Oh, I love them. Okay, let's do another yellow one. Maybe like right there, just to decorate the outside. And we need some of the fans. Sorry, did I say ferns a second ago? I meant fans. And these are just regular coral. Goodness, I'm losing my mind. Okay, let's get these in. I don't think I want to use too much pink because we have a lot of pink already, but I'll take a couple. We start with this many. Got some nice purple, some nice blues. Let's get some pink, maybe like up over here a little bit. And some red. Oh yes, lovely, lovely. In my opinion, this is what really brings this area together, is all of this different lovely colors that we are able to have going on down here. It really makes a big difference from all of the land structures. Even though they're a very similar shape, they definitely don't look the same. And I really love that. We also have quite a lot of space here to do a sea lantern, so I think I would like to do that. Let me just quickly grab some fence here. 3 pieces should be perfect. And I'm just gonna hang this from right here, just like we have above. Whoops, I already misplaced. Goodness, I'm misplacing so much today. Right, where did you go? Come back. All right, and just like that, and a sea lantern. So this doesn't really help down here because obviously we have the conduit effect from that tree down here, so we can see everything perfectly fine. But from that window up there, that sea lantern is going to make this whole house a lot more visible. Yeah, all right, I'm happy with that. Let's change gears and go to the interior. So I think in here, I kind of want to continue with that birch sort of flooring through here. I don't exactly remember what I did with the rest of them, but I think down here on the level with the sand, it just will make more sense as you walk in that it sort of just flows into the sandy floor color. Alright, that should be more than enough space for what I need, but now comes the tricky part for me because I suck at redstone. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually just search on YouTube a little tutorial for what I need and go ahead and build that somewhere in this room. Alright everyone, I think I did it. So I actually just watched a quick video by CubFan. I will link it down below. This is his design and this seems to work fairly cool. I mean, I haven't tested it yet. I'm about to, and I really do hope it works, but it was easy to build, so good for him. That was cool. Okay, so all I need now is the flour to go inside and some bone meal, which I'm pretty sure I have both of that. Alright, here we go. So I've got my lilac to test. I'm going to shove my bone meal in here. Oh, I should turn it into bone meal first. There we are. And I have a lot more of this that I can put in. I can make this a double chest. But for now, this should do the trick. So let's turn that on. It works! Oh my goodness, this is so many more flowers than I'm ever gonna need in my whole entire Minecraft career, but this is awesome! So obviously you can have this on for a long time and you can make a bunch of them for a bunch of different flowers. I'm not gonna do that because I simply don't need that many flowers. It's just wouldn't be necessary. It would be a big waste. But I mean, this is very cool. Very, very cool. I'm really excited for this. I might put a door right here actually, just so that I can access the chest back here. That's a good idea actually. Let me do that. And after that, that'll be pretty much done. And we get to decorate the room, which is really the fun part. I mean, the redstone for me, not the fun part, but I am glad it works. So bonus points for that. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is just decorate the interior of this room a little bit. Now, it just has to be a simple little room, but I'm going to do a couple of borders up along here, like so, and then maybe some stairs along here just to kind of border it and make it a nice place to be. I'm going to do some prismarine in here, tie in all of our lovely blue colors, and then I think this wall could probably be granite. Let's just check. All of our farms down here are so close together, I don't want to accidentally ruin one. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so all I gotta do is grab a little bit more granite, and I'm just gonna do that in here since there's quite a lot of it, and we might need this space cleared out later anyways. Now the other thing is getting rid of these torches. So obviously without them, it's very, very dark in here. But I think what I'll do is just make a little row of sea lanterns right there. And then maybe like up here in these corners, we can do that, and that'll give us some lovely lighting. And the sea lanterns kind of tie in with the prismarine anyways, so I don't think it looks too weird. All right, that is nice. So finally, to make the room, oh, whoops. To make the room a little bit more functional, we are going to need a couple of other things. And those other things are chests, of course, to store our excess flowers that we are getting. And I would also like it to be kind of a pretty place. Let's maybe put a chest right there. No. That's ugly. That's very ugly. What about right in this wall here instead? So then I'll take my granite and make some stairs. Yeah, that's a lot better, but I do have to fix this. Oh dear. Oh, that could be a bit awkward on the outside. Okay, let me just check. You could kind of see, it's fine. It's fine, honestly. I don't think that's gonna pose a problem, and if it does, I can put some sand right there and just cover it up. Yeah, all good. I think that's perfect. And finally, how about as a little decoration, we just put a little flower pot right here. I think that'll be kind of cute. Let's just put a little lilac right in there. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, and obviously we can have any flower that we ever need in there, and we can store them all different ones in there. So this only works for double tile flowers, but that's perfect because that's exactly what we need. Awesome, okay. I think I'll call this mission accomplished. Alright, so next on the list of things to do is collect more flowers. This is kind of a flowery episode, and you know what? That makes me very, very happy. So I am out here, let me show you my coordinates. I'm not super far out, about 800 blocks away from our spot, but I just flew. I'm just collecting up some flowers, so I've got some double tile flowers to put in our machine, and we might have already had them, but I don't want to have to try and find them anyways. And then some daisies and other different flowers that we can find all around the world. I know that if I go to a flower forest, I could just make a like super crazy efficient flower farm, but again, I'm just decorating one set of gardens, so I really don't need that many flowers. I can definitely come out here and just relax and collect them by hand. Plus, I get some quality time with all of these lovely sheep and cows. This is just so relaxing. Oh, look what I see, a shipwreck. I don't think I've gotten this one before. Whoop. And it's next to some flowers. Oh, crash landing. Perfect. I wonder what I'm gonna find. I had better get some sleep first, though. Come on, I can literally see the moon. There we go. Now I can finally sleep. All right, let's see what loot we get in here. Whoops. This is kind of bouncy. Oh, okay. Oh, yes! Oh my goodness. These iron nuggets are gonna be so useful as well for lanterns. What a lovely little surprise. I didn't bring enough inventory space for this, but that is really cool. Oh, gotta break that slab. Okay, let's see if there's anything down below as well. Oh, it looks like there is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm not gonna take a lot of this. It doesn't look like there's any buried treasure. I'm just gonna leave all this here. If you guys download the world, you'll be able to come get it if you decide you need it. Oh, there is a buried treasure map though. Would you guys like to take a little break from the flower hunting to find some buried treasure? I think I would. So we need to go, can I put this up in my offhand? Yeah, there we go. So we need to go south. South and a little bit east, I think. Okay, south. South is this way. Let's go. Oh, it's loading in already. Okay, is this east? No, this is west. This is east. Whoa, okay, so it's this way. I wonder if it's on this little island over here. It totally is. Wait, is it right here? I'm gonna stop right here. Oh my gosh, I think it's actually on this island. Goodness, I haven't found buried treasure in a while. This is quite refreshing. All right, this is east. Now let's head to exactly where that dot is. Looks like it's right about here. Let's start digging. Look, I found it. Oh my gosh, it was so far down. I didn't expect it to be this far down, but oh my goodness, look at the loot. What the heck? Okay, I shouldn't be taking crystals, but we've got another Heart of the Sea. We've got some gold. Oh, hang on. Let me get rid of that. Everything else seems to be stuff that we can leave behind, but that is awesome. I'm so glad we found that. That was a fun little hunt. Look at this. I destroyed this terrain looking for this. I'm the worst treasure hunter ever. I would never be a pirate. Literally never. I would make the worst pirate ever. Right, okay. Well, that was fun. I think it's time I return home though. That was quite enough excitement for one day. We need to get back to building. Home sweet home. Perfect. Oh, it's so nice to be back after spending quite a while outside. I also love that we can fly through the windows. I know some of you probably want me to put glass panes in here, but honestly, it makes for a really fun elytra course. I don't really hate it. Guys, help. I'm having way too much fun here. This is such a cool system. I just love it. Look at all the flowers. Look at all of them. Oh my gosh. Okay, and the last one. There's so many. Look, they're just popping out everywhere. This makes me so happy. This is gonna help out with building so much. Okay, so I got a lot. I'm just gonna put one of each in here so that I can keep making those every time I come down. Gosh, there's so many. Okay, let me head back up to the gardens now. Alright, so now that I finally have some flowers, I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time adding them to my gardens here. This is probably going to take a while and I'm probably just going to play with it, but I think while I do this, I will quickly read out the comment or question of today. So today's comment or question of the day comes from Katie, who says, "Congrats Gemini on 50 episodes. This series really has come a long way. I was thinking, since you had mentioned something about a moon observing room, perhaps if you need a statue, you could make a sundial that perhaps is really bright and sparkly with some gem blocks." Thank you so much for that idea, Katie. I really love it. I think that's a really cool one. So if you guys aren't aware, up in this room right here, so the sun, where's the sun? The sun is going this way as it sets, so it means the moon rises over here, which means this end of our palace would be a perfect spot to do something like that. And that's sort of what I would like to do in that area once we get up there and finish the master bedroom. So thank you so much for your thoughts and ideas on that. And as well, thank you for all the support on episode 50. I really enjoyed making that and showing off what we've done in this world so far, because we've truly come a long way in 50 episodes. So thank you. It was really cool seeing all of your comments. I appreciate them. I think I need to add some more coral in here, but the daisies just look so cool, and I kind of also like dandelions. I know this is a random thought of the day, but I know a lot of people really don't like these dandelions and poppies just because they're so common, but I think they are just so gorgeous, and they're the perfect height for little spots like this. I really like these kind of smaller flowers. Oh wait, where's these? There we go. Let's get some of those in. So that is kind of what this is gonna look like. Oh, I really love it. Let's break this up just a little bit more and put one here instead. Yeah, perfect. Oh, it makes me so happy adding so much color to this area. Alright, I'm gonna get to work on this, and unfortunately, we're out of time for this episode. But thank you so much for stopping by and watching, everyone. I had a lot of fun. I hope I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!